students, the next topic we have here is how forms interact with servers. This is a graphical representation of the processing of the data in the forms. First you have here is the user. The user writes an HTML code to create a form by using the form elements. Okay, so that code is then sent to the web server, any server or web server. Then the HTML form is created by the browser, that means it is displayed by the browser. Browser returns the HTML document that contains the form to the user. Then the user, when he gets that form, he fills in the form and submits the form. Okay, so you have here title and then you have here country. So he fills here title Central Park, and country he'll fill it as United States. Okay, so once this form data is being filled by the user, then that form data is sent to the server within the request. Okay, so the user's form data is sent to the server within the request. Okay, so once the form data is sent to the server, at the server there is a server side script. Okay, so there is a server side script that will process the form data. Okay, so that we call it as a PHP code here. The server side script here is the PHP code. The PHP code is used for processing the form data here at the server side. So this is how the forms interact with the server. First the user writes an HTML code, then that HTML code's output is shown by the browser. Then the browser's output is seen by the user. He sees the form in his computer and he fills the form's data. That form's data is then sent to the server, where you have a server side script PHP code to process that form data. Okay, so very simple representation of how forms interact with servers. The next topic we have here is the query strings. Okay, we'll see what is this query strings. Now here you have a form here. Okay, so the form label here is details. Then there are two labels, title, input text where you have to enter a text, and country is there. This is an option list. Okay, so input type is equals to text, that is for the first one, and name is equals to title. Okay, so here along in this input element you are making use of a name attribute. Okay, so what is entered in the form? Title is Central Park, country is United States. So a user has entered these two inputs in a form. Now this data goes from the browser to the server for processing. That is, the form data moves from the browser to the server. Now the question is how it is moving from the browser to the server. Okay, from the browser to the server, it is moving through an request. And which request it is? HTTP request. HTTP stands for what? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, so HTTP request is the one which sends this data from the browser to the server. Okay, that is through HTTP request the form data is sent to the browser to the server. Then the question is how this form data is packaged in that request. Okay, how it gets stored in that particular request. Okay, so in that HTTP request we make use of what is known as a query string. Okay, in that request we are making use of query strings. That means in that query string what has to move is the data Central Park and United States. Okay, so now you have suggested here a name, a title. So for this name title you have to give the value Central Park. Okay, so these name attributes, whatever value you give here, these are the name through which your data moves from the browser to the server. Okay, so what you have to use your name, title is equals to what is the input here? Central Park, which is the second input here, United States. Okay, so here for the second one it is second tab, it is select name is equals to name what here? Where. This is the name through which your second form data will be going to the server, that is where is equals to United States. Okay, and as there are two inputs, form inputs, they have to be separated by an ampersand symbol, that is an and symbol. Okay, now the combination of this or together of this is known as a query string. Okay, I have written it here. It's the side title. This is the name. Title is equals to what is the value that is entered, form data Central Park. Okay, Central Park, and the second form data which is there, it is United States. And what is the name suggested for that? Where. So inside the United States should be stored in which name? Where. So what will be that? Where is equals to United States. Now what is this plus here? Okay, plus and plus is at both the side. Now this you have a space between Central Park and United States. Okay, so what happens here is the query strings which we are using, okay, they have certain rules. They have certain rules that is defined by the HTTP protocol. Okay, and what rules that is certain characteristics such as spaces, punctuation symbols and foreign characters. Spaces, punctuation symbols and foreign characters cannot be part of a query string. Okay, now you have your spaces. If you are having spaces, punctuation symbols or any foreign characters, they cannot be part of query string. So what has to be done if such symbols are there? Instead of such symbols, you should make use of URL encoding. Okay, such symbols must be URL encoded. Okay, or URL encoded, or they also known it as percent encoded. So you have to do URL encoding and percent encoding whenever there are spaces, punctuation symbols and foreign characters. Okay, so the URL encoding for space is plus. Okay, so we have to check out URL encoding for all the characters. Okay, where for space what it is, for punctuation mark what it is, for question mark what it is, because that cannot be part of a query string. Okay, so what will happen here is instead of space, URL encoding is plus, and as I told, there are two form inputs and they have to be separated by ampersand. Where is equals to United, the space is there, URL encoded of space is plus and states. Okay, so this query string which is there, it is packaged into an HTTP request and then it is sent from the browser to the server. Okay, so this was about a query string. What is query strings? As I told, this form data which is there, the form data moves from where to where? From the browser to the server for processing. Okay, that is from the client to the server it has to go. Okay, so through what it goes is, it goes through HTTP request. It goes through HTTP request, but how does this form data is packaged into that HTTP request? So how it is packaged through that HTTP request? In that request we will be writing query strings. Okay, we will be writing query strings, so that HTTP request will be consisting of query string. In that query strings what will be there? These form data will go in that query string. Okay, so which are the form data here? Central Park, United States. Central Park will get stored in the name which you have suggested while writing the HTML code. So name is equals to title. You can give here anything. Name is equals to title, title1, label 1 or something like that. Okay, so if I write here label 1, then I have to write the query string as label 1 is equals to Central plus Park. Okay, as there are two form datas, what it will do is Central Park will get stored in title, United States will get stored in where. Okay, as there are two form data, they have to be separated by ampersand symbol. Okay, so how the query string will look like is title is equals to Central Park and where is equals to United States. And query strings have particular restrictions that they do not support question what is that, spaces, punctuation marks and foreign characters. They do not support. So that time for those special characters you have to use URL encoding. Okay, so you have to check out the URL encoding for space, URL encoding for punctuation marks and so on. Okay, so this together is known as a query string. If you have more number of form datas, for all those form data you should have a particular name and they will be separated by ampersand in this query string. Okay, so next you have here what is known as URL encoding. Okay, URL encoding, how they have done URL encoding, special symbols. So here you have is artist : Pablo Josh Picasso. Okay, so here you have space, also you have an accented E here. Okay, you have an accented E which has a bar like a thing on its top. Okay, so that is not supported by query string. You have to do URL encoding. Okay, so notice how the spaces and the accented E are URL encoded below. So what is the query string here? Artist is the name through which your form data is moving. Pablo, okay, Pablo, space is what here? Plus JOS, and for E here, accented E, they have written is at percentage E9. Okay, %E9 is the URL encoded for that accented E bar. Okay, then again there is a space, you have to use plus, and then the rest of the name, that is Picasso. So this is URL encoding which you have done for the query string. So where this query string will sit? It will sit in an HTTP request, and it will go from the browser to the server for processing. So this was an important topic on query strings.